This video will be showing how effective my combination of main product and ancillary texts are. I'll start by explaining how aesthetically effective my pieces are. The first way in which my pieces are aesthetically effective is due to the fact that they meet general conventions. We met the general conventions of a film poster by using our title, a striking image, and having the names of our main characters on the front. Some of the ways which we met general conventions of our magazine cover is by using buzzwords, a striking image, and an established title. And conventions of a trailer that we met was that we had slow cuts building to a montage scene which built suspense, our title shown at the end, and it was in non-chronological order. My pieces are collectively effective as they have consistent institutional information. Our group created a sense of journey in an aesthetically effective piece by carrying our distribution company through from our Year 12 piece over the Broken Compass. We also carried through our production company of Simple Ink, which we developed this year, and carried that through onto our film poster using logos. The next way in which we kept an effective piece is by using a consistent certification. Now, although we did not show this in our trailer or magazine cover, we did show it on our film poster and stuck to the certification that we chose throughout our making of our trailer. Another way in which our pieces were aesthetically effective was the fact that we used a consistent colour scheme. It can be seen in our magazine and film poster that we kept to the same colour scheme of greys and dark, cool colours. This was also shown through our montage in our trailer, where cool colours are also used, but also warm colours, taking inspiration from Rosemary's Baby, which we analysed as a class, which gave this offsetting but warm effect. Through our pieces, we also kept consistency with our use of props. The use of books as props particularly hinted at our narrative in our film poster, magazine cover and trailer, which is why we used them throughout to really hint to the audience as to what the storyline was. This was also shown through our audience feedback, where we were told that the use of props really helped to hint at the narrative.
It was really clear that she was a writer because of the props being used with her.
However, one way in which we were not aesthetically effective was our inconsistency with font style. Although our film poster and magazine cover have the same font style, we did not in our thriller trailer at the ending, and instead had all capitals used and a more bold and straight and sharp looking font, which was inconsistent and wouldn't have been as effective. Another inconsistency our group had was inconsistencies in costume. Despite our film poster and magazine cover having the same costume worn by our main character, during the trailer there is no point in which she wears this costume, which would be jolting for the audience to see and may confuse them, causing our costume choice to make our products as a whole less aesthetically effective. Between our media products, we also had inconsistencies with lighting. Despite having the same lighting style in our film poster and magazine cover, during our trailer, even whilst the montage, which is meant to be tense and eerie, is happening, our lighting is quite bright and doesn't give off the effect of a dark and tense atmosphere. I will now look at how my pieces are conceptually effective. The first way in which our products do this is that we have a clear narrative. Initial, interim and final feedback all showed us that our narrative was very clear throughout our trailer.
It's clear.
And was the narrative clear?
Yes. Yeah, I fully understood what happened. Like the narrative was really clear.
However, we did receive some feedback that our narrative was given away too much. Another way that we were conceptually effective was that it was clear that our pieces were a promotional package. This was most clearly shown through our use of props of our book, which hinted at the narrative, and our consistency of using our tagline, which we used in the trailer and in our film poster to hint at our storyline. Every author wants their stories to come to life. Never to a reality. Our pieces were also conceptually effective as they evoked the intellectual puzzle and enigma code throughout. Enigma code would have been evoked from audiences through the use of our props and our costume, which would have made the audience question what was happening and why. We also evoked the intellectual response from our audiences by using close-ups, silhouette shots to build tension. This was supported by the fact that our audience said that it helped to build tension.
Plot twist adds to the suspense.
However, it could be said that the mood set was inconsistent. This is due to the fact that compared to our magazine poster and film cover, which had cool and dark lighting, our trailer had very warm yellow and bright lighting, which would have offset the idea that it was meant to be suspenseful and tense. This is even shown to have inconsistencies within the trailer, as even when it gets more tense and to our montage scene, the lighting remains the same.
I need your help.